So if I'm here on my side and I go then I'm like, oh, that was a bad mistake. Hey everyone, Coach Ed here from Metrolina Martial Arts with a quick tip for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, in this troubling times of COVID-19, you're going to have to figure out how to train on your own a little bit, or how to convince a spouse or a sibling or a child to let you strangle them or choke them or flip them and all that. Chances are that's probably not going to happen. I know I have not been successful despite my trying. That being said, you're going to have to figure out how to do stuff on your own, or even more so, how to set up your own workouts or warm-ups. So that's what I'm going to do here for you today, is give you just a quick warm-up that I really like to use for our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program. So real quick first is you want to get an interval timer for your phone or laptop. An interval timer is going to be important because you're going to set up for 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Now, what that means is in 20 seconds, you're going to be doing whatever move or exercise or drill that we've prescribed. And then for 10 seconds, you're going to rest. The resting is really important because it allows you to reset for the next one. But the 20 seconds is going to be, you're going to have to push yourself. You're not just going to just, You're going to have to actually move. A lot of people who do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Jiu-Jitsu of the Brazilian variety hate warm-ups. They hate it with a passion. They just want to start rolling and just keep going, which is, I can relate. As a newly minted purple belt, I want to skip every warm-up for the rest of my life. I know that's not going to happen, and it's probably not good for me, but, warm-ups are important to prevent injuries. If you can notice here, I'm sitting leaning more on my left knee than I am my right knee, and that's because my right knee had surgery, and it has scar tissue, and it's just harder for me to do this here. It's a little more uncomfortable. I have to kind of sit here. Whereas on my left leg, I can just sit here for pretty much the entirety of the time. So in order to warm up so that way I can sit comfortably there and have my knees and everything go in every which way direction, I've got to lubricate the joints. It's going to be helpful if you have mats. If you don't have mats, that's fine. Just wear a long sleeve rash guard, long sleeve pants, or spats, and then maybe some socks, just if you've got carpet so you don't get carpet burn. I know there's a thing about jiu-jitsu and socks. I have the luxury of mats. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're only going to do about 5 or 6 exercises or movements, and then you're going to repeat them for your time. All right, so the first one, considering that most of us are going to be working out at home, is going to be the shrimp in place. Now, it looks goofy. It is kind of goofy, but it's good for you nonetheless. Is when I'm here and I'm in my good jiu-jitsu posture here, I'm going to shrimp, but then I'm going to come and pull myself back. It's like doing a forward shrimp and then a reverse shrimp all at the same get-go. So I'm here and I get to this position and I'm making sure that I'm doing the shrimp correctly. I'm elevated. I'm not just being lazy about it. And then I come back here into my position. Okay? One more time. I'll go the other way so you can see my butt up in the air. When I'm here, boom, like so, with my butt up in the air. It's not flat. Because now when I go back, it's so much friction. It's no bueno. So I'm here, and then I come back. And then I'm here, and then I come back. You can leave both legs on the ground, or you can lift one up, like here, or here, or you can do both planted, and then both planted, and then they come back here. That's going to be your first drill. So why is shrimping in place so important? The reason it's important is sometimes when you make a move and your partner anticipates it, now you have the muscle memory to go back in that position. So if I'm here on my side and I go then I'm like, oh, that was a bad mistake. Especially when you get them tricky people you're rolling with, right? When you're like, oh, they're going to take my back or they're going to take my arm or something like that. I've had it happen a lot. So a lot of times you'll go in, you're like, I'm going to shrimp out of this. I'm going to hip escape, boom, and I'm like, oh, nope, not today. So I go in, whoop, no, and now I'm back and I've got my frame, okay? All right, now that you've gotten the shrimp in place, the next movement is going to be the sit through. It's kind of following the same movement, but now you're going to sit through. What do I mean by sit through? So if I'm here, I come up like I'm going to do the shrimp, but now my leg feeds through this way, okay? This is why your hip has to be elevated. If your hip isn't elevated and you try to do this, you're gonna have a bad time, right? So if I do this incorrectly, I'm here, and now I have to drag my leg through like that, and it's just, don't do that, don't be lazy. I know jiu-jitsu is lazy, but don't be lazy in this. Be efficient, efficient. All right, so I'm here, whoop, and now I put that leg through, I'm on my toes, I turn my hips over, push up, and now I'm here. Pretty cool, huh? So they call that the sit through. 20 seconds of that, 10 seconds of rest. The way you make this more efficient, so that way you're not just spending 5 to 10 seconds of your time, like going like I just did, you kind of make it a little bit of a flow. So I'm here, here, like so. When I do this sit through, I want to take note of where my leg and where my weight's going. So if I'm here and I do my strip and I have my body lifted and I pull this leg through like so, notice my weight is still onto the shoulder driving. You can use this sit through for a lot of different moves in a lot of different situations. Whether that's someone's trying to take your back and you're really trying to pin them, or your arm bar here currently and you're like, no, I'm gonna put all my weight and now attempt to stack. Either way, you want to now be able to distribute your weight either in, which I'm doing now with my toes, here pushing my weight in, or now using that to bounce out and come back this way, all right? So when I'm here and I do my little bridge, now I feed my leg through, and once I've done that, I push back, and now I'm here, I can work the snap down or whatever. Number 3 is going to be simulating the hip bump sweep. So what I want to do here, I'm going to have my feet here, like that, almost like a technical stand-up. Hand's going to be here, and I'm going to turn my hip over and kick over. Okay, now I'm here, I can go back down there and go to the other side. All right, give you this view here. So boom, boom, over, boom, 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 and then back over. Okay, that's going to be your number 3. Not a whole lot to do with that one. Okay, number 4. It's going to be going from the hip up sweep to the sit out, okay? So if I'm here, well, now I'm into this position here, the turtle position, I want to do my sit out. The way I do sit outs here is I'm going to lift one knee up like I'm a dog peeing on a bench, and then I sit out like so. So the move flows like this. Hip bump, boom, there, and then sit out, right? And then now I can come in here, boom, sit up here, hip bump, boom, there, sit out, just like that. And then I come back, lay here, or I get the hip bump sweep, boom, I step over, here, I come in, the sit out, and spin right to there. One thing to note when you do the sit out is not to be lazy. And sometimes it's really easy to be lazy. I'm super guilty of it. But when I was originally taught this, the idea with it is you're like almost pretending you're elbowing back and you're lifting up. So when I do the sit out, it's not just me going, it's not just this, right? Where I'm here, and then I sit that. Or worse yet, if I'm just here and I'm like trying to do my drill. Instead, think about it like you're really trying to get out of dodge, okay? So when I'm here and someone's on top of me, if I just go, they're gonna crush me, and then that's gonna be the end of my journey for that moment. Instead, I'm here and then whoop, like that. I use the elbow and my head to knock them back, and now I can use that to step over and re-engage. So I'm here like so. I lift the leg up to give myself space. I'm gonna pop up on this hand if I can, here, and then shoot, like that, and use that to extend out that way. Okay, time for number 5 of our warm-up. This one is my favorite. It's kind of like the rocking chair hip thrust. Now, that's a weird name for it, but you'll see why. We call it rocking chair because it's like I'm rocking here and I've switched my leg. I rock here and I switch my leg. And I rock here and I switch my leg. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the momentum here to come up. So I'm here and now I'm up. And see how I thrust my hip forward? That's kind of the objective here. So go back down here, whoop, and then I thrust my hip forward, like so. Give you the profile view. Come up here, and then thrust the hip forward. There, other side. Now you don't have to go all the way back. I'm doing this for my back. sake, my back's sake, because it just feels good. You can just easily just go here, like so. Doesn't have to be the whole to that. Okay? That's your number 5. All right, number 6, probably should have been the first one, but I like putting it at the end because I'm a little more warmed at that point, is going to be the technical stand-up. So I'm going to be here, put my arm back, there, stand up, right here. I'm going to do this right now to the 3-point stance. I'm here, boom, like so. Down here, boom, like so. Okay? That's the technical standpoint to the technical stand-up. The 3 words are hard. Make sure you do multiple sets of these 6 techniques. I'd say 3 sets at 30 seconds each. You're looking at like maybe an 8-minute warm-up if you put yourself a little bit of rest in between doing the 6 exercises. I think that's a pretty solid workout. It's longer than 8 minutes, isn't it? Because math is not my strong suit. 9 minutes? I don't know. No, maybe it's 8. It doesn't matter. So, but it's not very long because I understand. I want to get to training just as fast as everyone else. But sometimes you got to take that time to warm up your body. And a lot of people overlook that. I'm older now. I'm 34. I'm going to be turning 35 in a couple months. I want to make sure I preserve my body so that way when I work out, I'm solid for the rest of my life. Jiu-jitsu is a marathon, right? I'm not 20 years old trying to destroy my body and win world titles. I'm 34 years old trying to destroy my body and win world titles. Someday, I'll get there. You heard it here first, fam. That all being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know how you warm up for your grappling. Also, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell so you get the notifications, and hit the like button as well. You know how all this works. It's YouTube. Everyone knows how to work YouTube, right? Right?